Hi, 5th graders. This tutorial is to help you learn about independent work, and you can use this tutorial throughout the whole trimester to go back and remember what I told you about the directions for independent work. Now, each of you are going to get a copy of this lovely direction sheet, and it'll be on copied paper, but I also will have it posted under ELA in Launchpad as well. So here are the steps of independent work this time around. It's going to be a little bit different than the first trimester, so pay really close attention here. Step 1 must be completed each week. So your literature circle assignment must be completed. Use class time to complete it. Many of you last time did not do this, and then you ran into the problem where you had to read a lot the night before it was due. Please don't do that this time. Stretch it out, okay? Use a few minutes each day for independent work, during independent work to read it. But please be prepared for your literature circle. We won't be starting new ones until January, so use the few weeks before the holidays to really get your work done so that you can devote more time to your literature circle. Your second piece that must be done each week is part of your vocabulary packet. You're going to have a packet and you're going to pick 5 vocabulary words from the Reading Street story for the week, and you're going to add those words to your packet. Choose 5 words you don't know or are less familiar with. If there's a word that you got, no problem, don't even question it, do not put that in your packet. Put 5 new words. So the packet page is going to look like this. You're going to have to write the word on the line, write what part of speech it is, and tell me the definition. You can use either dictionary, dictionary.com, or there are vocabulary cards to help you with that. And then I want you to write 2 sentences. These sentences, boys and girls, should be better than a first or second grade sentence. I want them to be strong 5th grade sentences that really tell you what the word means. None of this like, the diamond glimmered, if your word was glimmer. You need to give me detail as to what that word glimmer means in your sentence. So let's make sure we're taking the time to do that. I will be checking that. So step 2, let's look here. It says select 1 each week. All must be completed by the end of the trimester, which is March 9th, 2017. So that seems like a very long time away, but you have to finish all 8 of these, all of them. You cannot be missing one single one. So you have to do them all. The first one here is actually one that's going to be done over the next week or 2 because it's related to our holiday that we have been assigned to for holidays around the world. So it's called a web quest, and a web quest is basically a bunch of steps that show you websites that you're to go to answer questions. Mrs. Cook's class and us are going to be doing this, and so I will have the website for the web quest linked in Launchpad. Couldn't think of it for a second there. Launchpad, and you're going to answer questions about 3 Kings Day on the sheet of paper that you'll get, and that'll be in the bin where I keep all of the independent work papers. On the back of your paper, please write down at least 3 questions. Oh, I didn't even write. I wrote at least questions. I meant to write at least 3 questions you have about 3 Kings Day on the back of your WebQuest paper. But I'm doing this because now I'm proofreading it here too. So that has to be done. That's the first one you're going to do. I'm telling you that right now. All the rest of them, you can do them in any order you please. Okay, so the second one is nothing new here, a blog post. You must do at least 1 blog post this trimester. Make sure it's multiple paragraphs, and make sure you have proper spellings, grammar, and this is new this time around, you need to include pictures and links. And by doing pictures and links, I can give a tutorial on that. Other students have done it and have done it successfully, so take a look at some of your peers' blogs, and they can kind of give you some hints as well. Make sure you comment on 2 of your fellow students' posts as well as that. So you can do that the first week, or you could do that the last week. It's up to you. Another one that you must do is you must write a summary. you need to select a Reading Street story that we read in either Unit 3 or Unit 4, so those are the next 2 units coming up. You need to reread the story and write a brief summary about it. So it's not a full detailed like retelling. It's who did what, so what, why is it important. You can choose whatever story you want and choose one that you're highly interested in. Ooh, this one's a fun one. You're going to make a movie trailer using iMovie, and you're going to plan out your whole movie, and your movie can be about a Reading Street text that we read. It could be already one that we did in Unit 1 or 2. It could be a book that you're reading, or it could be your new Literature Circle book. All pictures need to be copyright free, just as they had to be for your iMovie trailer that we just completed. And the trailer must be planned out using a storyboard first. You must do the storyboard. You'll be assigned an iPad on certain days. Once we get the iPads constantly in our room, which should be any day now, I'm going to have a schedule. And so you can work on your iPad that is scheduled for you, that is numbered for you to have all of your pictures and your part of your iMovie on, and you may use it at the day that has been assigned to you. Another one that we're going to be doing is close reading. Now, we are very familiar with close reading, guys. You're going to read a story 3 times. One of the Reading Street partner books. They're the smaller independent reading books. I'm going to have them in the crates, and you're going to pick one that's on your level, and you'll know what color your level is after this week in Literature Circle groups. I'm actually going to pull small groups back, and I will tell you what color you should be using. Now, you're going to read this book 3 times, and you can choose the book. There's several different topics, several different interest levels. You're going to skim it once and use the symbols using Post-it notes. The symbols, you should be familiar with these guys right here, okay? As you're reading, do the symbols with the Post-its. Then the second time around, write questions, conclusions, and ideas on the Post-its. The third time around, it's to make sure you completely comprehend it and you miss nothing. So you can turn in your book with the sticky notes inside, and I'll be able to see that you did that close reading. Let me just tell you guys this. I'm going to be using those sheets that tell you your work is not done properly this trimester. I was a little bit lenient last time. This time you need to be showing me more 5th grade work, more complete work, more detailed work. Number 6, I'm really interested to see how we do on this one. We've been doing these core essential values. This one should be capitalized. On WAC in the morning, and the ones we've covered so far are responsibility, courage, honor, and December's is joy. You're going to fill out a core essentials packet for me and a goal making sheet. So this is what the sheet looks like. You're going to actually get 2 parts. The first one, I have it here. This is a handout that I made for you with all of the posters on it, and it tells you what responsibility is and what to look for. Courage, same thing, and then honor and joy. And then you're going to take this sheet to help you fill out this, and it will have a spot for all 4 values, and you're going to write a paragraph for each value. Each paragraph should include, what does this value mean in your own words? Do not copy it word for word from the poster. How do you currently display this value in your life? And lastly, make a goal for yourself about how you hope to display this value in the future. What you would like to do to make this value more important to you, or how you could work on it. For example, responsibility. So you would define what responsibility means to you. You would say how you're currently being responsible and how you hope to be more responsible in the future. Make sure it's a paragraph, boys and girls. Back to this. Where are we? We're on 7. Ooh, the last 2 are probably the ones I'm excited about, because it's what we're learning this time around in writing in the 2nd trimester. You're going to pick one broad research question that you've always wondered about. Maybe, for example, we've been studying mixtures and solutions. There's something with that you really are wondering about. Make a broad question. Then you're going to research that question, and you're going to use the strategy I taught you in class, and I haven't taught it yet, to use an index card. And with that index card, you're going to write down all the information you're finding out about your answer to your question, and another index card will be used to list all of your sources. You must show where you get your information from. Once you feel that your card is complete and you've answered your questions sufficiently enough, then you're going to go into ThingLink, and all of us are going to have an account. Any day now, I'm going to be getting to set it up, so you'll be taught how to do this soon. You're going to make a ThingLink presentation about your research topic, and you need to include at least 4 targets on the presentation. Now, I went on to ThingLink and I found one that a student made from another school, and it was they wondered about Gabby Douglas. So see, they have 5 targets. This one gives background about Gabby. This was like a did you know about her, when she was born, a video of her on the uneven bars, and then a picture of her with her gold medal. So you're gonna make something similar to this. Sorry about that. With your topic, whatever topic you're choosing, it's just a question that you have and wonder about. So let's go back to the directions. So those are the 8 things that you have to do for the second trimester. 8 things. If you finish 1 a week, you should be golden and be set. If you want to do more than 1 a week, great. But make sure that you're doing it at a 5th grade level, using detail, applying yourself, and not rushing. Now, step 3, when you're done with 1 and 2, you can do these things. Now, if you think, okay, I'm done 1 and 2 for the week, I'm ready to move on to step 3, maybe you want to think, okay, can I do a second step 2 for this week, and then I'll be just done my stations early, and then you can really have a lot of time for this stuff. It's up to you. So homework is one option, as always. Genius hour, finding a driving question, researching, creating. Some people are creating websites using Google Sites. That's fine with me. Build with the Legos to create something, maybe even do something with filming using the iPad, as long as it's your day to use it. Another option you have is to make your own article of the week. Newsella or Tween Tribune are good places to find articles on your levels. Read an article, make sure it's on your level, so make sure it's between the levels of 800 and 1,000, and make 5 to 10 questions about this article, and make sure they're not just like easy questions like who wrote this article, or where was this article taking place? Give me deep questions like, why did the author of this article feel the way they did? Or the why questions, the deeper question. And you know what? You could even possibly have your questions be chosen for the next article of the week. So you can write it on paper for me, that's fine. Just list the article title and where you found it. So if the one I did, the dog trainer one, that was from Newsella. So I would write dog trainer, Newsella, and then write your 5 to 10 questions that you came up with and submit it, and maybe it'll actually be the article of the week next week. Pretty cool. So I hope that this helped you to understand our stations a little bit better. Use this again to remind yourself what to do. I will take any questions that you have on this, so make sure you write them down so you can ask later. And I hope you enjoy independent work this time around.